one. Obi enu Lumba dinda no so. Enti na agba away. Eba ne say na only bema fufuro be wona bema fufuro din na da wo maso. Apart from the bucket one. Why be na Lumba dinda no so?
Lumba ni well. And he ever use the PNDC law. When that happens, which I hope it doesn't.
It wouldn't.
I media so me, I'm praying for peace. Because me or for money ninara, they mean the world to me. However, Abrochen Krata said, be too full. Say no. Baby on what they call. Ebeko ko wie say. Ye beje nkwalani ni birth certificate.
Bam.
Na ye di ache japade no. Me the mama yin manso obi ampeso beti. The more I actually manso, the more na near my say Emma wo Akosua Serwaa. It is the truth.
Only one is his.
It is too late. Nobody odo bronia was 6. O my miensa. Say crowd when you want to contest bibia. And here you see PNDC law. Yeah, becha my yere ma. Yeah, becha my yere ma. In this case, when you present your birth certificate, you claim Lumba about Calvin. Ne papa de Shindler. Why na what that job about kwamo akoye DNA? Why?
It says.
Why? Are you
says
so no. So can you go and stand in court and say me ban the another papa ni but in krata 17 no me the way are you going to admit immigration fraud to the court of the law? Do you know what it means? Are you going to admit immigration fraud to the court of the law? You can't
says one says obi enja will pona so tiase no or the properties no emma obi legally out tiase no ye na nadwene mu da ho fa sa property no enka PNDC law 111 no bi enti no Lumba wa che nnuama ni nyina adada de wo ho na ye de be ma wo no po na wo ka wo no kra no enum ye nsampo. So what's all these?
Make me inform when I'm just being objective. I don't want to go into I'm not mechanism. I'm just being objective, and the objectivity is Calvin the Shindler, meaning and the best said Shindler and also. Are you going to fight that? Because if you are fighting that through DNA, you are telling the court that why you're fraud. Me papa pay and I'm doing papa. And you can't admit in any court say what commit a crime. You can't. You cannot. Me come wait there tomorrow more brochire na team. Yen you know my to Europe before. My work me ton me bano me consign ya mobi. That channel one say yeah. Bema na wone na ebre no. Akwala no nya na japade bi. Yen you no kan. One say yeah that say asem say ebi koba when ni bebere. One say ye na wo disikechi when you bebere mama yeni now. I always say this before you do anything, you know what that and you know, and don't think about what you are getting today because of that thing will turn into a disadvantage for you
later in life.
If you don't give yourself room to think from now to 10 years, from now to 5 years, mean you have a mistake. Make us a sign on you because we need your dobro. But legally, if they want to contest the paternity of Akwalana won't bear Lumba surname and bear Lumba as the father of them on the birth certificate, where will we go to? Because okoye DNA be prove say Lumba ba. Lumba ba na wo di be ma bi din ato ne so na adeje enema wa abrochi. And also a crime. Lawyer bia ni ho. Lawyer bia ni wo beja wo say sa loophole no se wa wo be bia wutru mo beja wo say fakọ. And don't see your friend a man son. I say be wo enye say enka wundi bi mo. But you could be one no can asem na. The be French aba no one kasa no asem abenyanti no akon no to. No akon no to. Because they would demand the birth certificate of all the children in court. And when that birth certificate comes out,
if you are more a DNA birth certificates. Obia papa ni dinda ne so bia no ye gye ne keke ye nkoye DNA ono approve no de wa approve
papa no why are you going DNA?
And no be ba for anybody ni din to no so a ye ne ba recognized child
certificates na they go courts. Na they go do courts. Ya ko ascertain our German through the foreign affairs of Ghana. Ya ko ascertain or Germany. I was that is the original birth certificate na biaba. Now
they had to go through the same process to apostille it.
We were apostilled it. Then you come to Accra High Court to explain why the differences. You can't muntie, you can't muntie, you can't muntie, you can't muntie. I'm not speaking for them right now. I am speaking as somebody. And I'm speaking as if I am the lawyer for Odobroni. How will I win this case? How will I fight the opponent? How will I frustrate them? How can I incriminate them? And it's right there.
And I say, soon said eventually, no German government, the European government would wise up. So what they would do the DNA test before they issue you with any documentation. Eventually.
Oh, since they say, dear baby, I hear corner. I Ghana for at Europe no most no. Baby, I hear corner. And I make a letter no. I call foreign affairs. Ne could do German quarter. Yeah, and yeah, coffee a true.
And the legals look at baby crown was some more. Or man a fraud document no my yamon.
And I make us a baby a Ghana for. Yeah, I have a woo back, nipa back, a woody corner. Ye baby, now one come on some. Actually, you before. Wow. Moi. Baby, I corner. Because you do heavy. Moi, move come on some. Moi, move you my deja. Moi, move fair motor. Actually, you before. And I make come.
Only pay obese when you fear obese with Benyesika. Make a camutia boom, ebusia form. Well, I don't know why.
Moreover, what say it can be true? What say it can be true? A letter is leaving the High Court of Accra through the Foreign Affairs of Ghana. Through the Foreign Affairs of Ghana.
On the embassy and today.
To the embassy, to the German Foreign Affairs, and then to German courts. Now, people say, "Sa letter no obia nkayana." Omoji ya no
German mo. Any English mo.
And so sa letter no. One I would say, oh yeah, German ambassador. No, we receive a letter. Every Foreign Affairs, won kayana. Won kay munten. The free one, ekosi. Germany home Foreign Affairs so kayana.
I'm not kind. I'm not the record so. Ayo.
And eventually no more motiabo chena mujimi no. Mona moye fraudulent and crata, me crata munyasa. Mona mo would che. Mona winning business some way where you Many am na metna ha abetemoto. But ye real way no.
Na mbetim braga.
And I'm betemo seal. Mentiro. Mento.
A lot of people have been reported. Even me kura no akra me report obi. Obi odi atem bebrebe a Afia me discover say say ne baba akokro de ma mema me yansa. O ti apisu di atem den.
Obi baba ko.
Akwara ba akwa oba na wo no. Be me no kofa ni free Ghana ba Germany o. Obetena apisu be gigi scarce wo koshi obi
Now
America. Oni
without
krata o.
I better without being malicious or anything.
Iyewade.
Lumba na wawu na mo bo ne ho da no no ani mi aba kwa mo na mo sisi ska e to China phone e ma no nipa ba ko mo di mo tru mu nyina e kogu abonten nipa ba ko mo di mo tru mu e nyina mo ti afuso asem we ntu ama bi e ko no ye be wiye no
Na tefo ya pam wo mo fi Europe no enya profoketwa.
asa mo da ne mo a obi fi asa me se Lumba na wawu ne wo fa asemela mela to na tade papa be na hye no en papa be na hye no etu adi asem we mu e ko yi mu tru mu me kwa me nti Europe no akran few months abedi o minim se mo wu amoton make am we're gonna go through the process. We're gonna go through the DNA process and prove that truly nipa smesi Lumba ba na ye proving real no. I mean, sharp on me, I been quiet, my mikuno, at the answer, no, I call it the man of it because my mini have been a crime, baby. Check out. I mean, I want to see that.
By the time the beat have been I'm going to say, hey, sir, we report to me. We report to me. We report to me. If I'm some DNA from Krata, de Kuramona. Nafe, Mom is saying, I'm your dog. A year for Manus and Ebodam can say what happens. In ya for mana. Omo ko gu abrocha kasa bi ompa be bo omo bushia for omo no mo so bi fi asem aye ne bawre tawre mo so so ne report mo kase no oba ba akwakora ba akọ emema miensa ena abase odi ama omo say omo ba de o sign ma akora no po enya ne papa enti akọ report o so omo request no be DNA sa papa no ne ba no ana ene ye no wo ex na odo ba ye no nso a ukodi ni roommate na ne ko Frankfurt mo ya ma ono nso akata nti mo de mo nto mo bo mo ye just Africa akaye kakra o akaye kakra biase akaye kakra also mumma onipa na onipa so mma mo nso mo na if you can't let someone have peace you will not have peace either. Be obi a woman na busuafo di ajojo oba asabe ya nware ne pen wankrata so mo amoyem community ubedi na chi ebegimi mo na mo ya nkrata fake nkrata omo amudi atem obi ani opo okura abrochire nkrata na why na nim ne hwene ba ya asa de ekoton ni woni abrochire nkrata ogusukura Ghana nkrata enye the Bible wo nu banka be makura nkosan da ma na nyabi na Europe no ba wan sua mara ni yewa hu when they catch you they cancel everything and take you back no mo age oba na be wo no ho no atena kuro no so na mo de mon continue akofre press conference as who as Lumba's what ye adwene akakakra ye ni adwene akakakra mama omo ejimi wo machi na edu one ye kan ya afa na mbeka na mbesa nkrofo nkrata and na munni I hope so people will not come out and be saying these things oh ya report to omunyina ya report to omunyina sa mumu tibi di jimi ya so so enimu mra na ye de be jimi ama No dia mu de begime ye de be pa amane na ama mo sense mo se mo ma ye nya peace wa peace no. Ye de be pa amane na ama mo. Sometimes we should do the right thing. People are looking for peace. Everybody wants peace. This app should go back to its original state. Then be away. And the pani are the same in our way. Ya bremo. Ya bremo. Ebia will be bika. Yam for press conference and ya be breaking news. 99.9. I know omo prof bonny no omo can omo go school omo pray for exposure. And then when we come up here, we start speaking English.
I know. And the press conference, now you change your way. Mammy, no, anything. No, also anything.
Okay, it's loud.
How is it? I don't sense, no. Oh, multiple philosophy. Hey,
well, make it one full sentence and make it sense.
What's one of four bro when I know working?
Mister will make it one full sentence that made sense in English.
Now you not just one full sentence. She didn't make use of punctuation now. And among there was no comma, there was no full stop. Russia, bro.
Daddy Lumba ended up getting
daughter of an accent. One table was a accent.
It is truly breaking and interesting to note. Mrs. Akosua Serwaa first son, Kevin, is only 3 months.
What was the press conference about? Was it to tell that Lumba's marital story, his children's story, or what? What was the essence of that press conference? I don't get it.
Now I'm starting. Not Lumba continue on his betrayal.
That was the starting of the press conference. That was the start.
Yes.
Lumba continued his betrayal of multiple affairs. I was staying in
was what?
Multiple affairs.
Multiples.
Yes, multiple.
That's not your kind. It has nothing to do with multiples.
Yeah.
The multiples. It's multiples. Multiples. It has the T has to come in.
Of multiple affairs. I was staying in Achimota. Daddy Lumba ended up impregnating the daughter of the man who hosted the Mr. Ahime.
Chicos, hold on. Papa, your friend Mr. Ahine, your friend Mr. Ahima. What you call me, Mr. Ahima. One day Ahine, first of all. And secondly, at that time, Akosua said one way you cheater, one worry brony or ten and chang, and the sub way to Kotia Chiabagana. Kotia, I could have get Kotia, one and Yawadia. And I wish when you are treating Akra kit back to say the any car, ye bear market get with the 25. What by German would never feeling a moody music man. And a more one press conference we are by yeah. Wo bet us a wardrobe and 4 bar, when your bow didn't cray. Sab your bow hair we are with the same via. Sab your bar near water. What's your warriors de gin cratas no depotiachi, a chin or Ghana. Hey. Na enimguase be pa na buru enimguase so ba be sia ya ware wo na wo no wudi kwoti echi na kwoti na kofa de papa o se yanya odan no se yanya ne dan multiple affairs. Your affairs was worse because Lumba wasn't married then. Wono no one worried then. Wona na wa worry we am Mrs. Shindela usi broni hu se sia ya ka se kura wona still gusu te be ma. What kind of nonsense is, I don't even know who organized all these things now. The kids, the youth are coming up. They need to learn something good. And that these malicious, intentional acts, criminal activities, it would one day spark fire for every one of you that lives in Europe. Europe especially. Mo ye nkrata connection. Mo de mo ma mo to mo ma. Mo ti ho no a enkra na. Mo di amama ma mema na nya mo ma. Se si a mo mema na mo je nkra ni fi o mo nsem koma ankrofo na. O mo nso mo Philippines no. Sa asem we ba o mo nso be court. Akwa jiri aban ni se nkra no. O mo de o mo ma wo no kra nya o mo papa no. And they will do DNA test. Do you know what happened after that? After that, you who grown up, no, you bet bowa sanya kokuru. But uba no ye German nino. And I'm so no ya boninti abide the bajina tana ho. Ne ya pamona when you say free phone. Masia kumkroma kwa kodo. What kind of lifestyle? I think in a young ma or be ni pay we how many chicos you do 8 months as 9 months.
Yeah, come.
And they're still fooling. And the second be so new or more GG biba moho. Moti wama kuna edu girl yo no friend no papa bi ye wa apc abe catch them so America wa Frankfurt or Germany abe jiji musika so de kwa America ko hia wanya e mo makoye den. Why are you people this gullible and rubbish? Because sometimes when me count me say obi betimi abo krono a wu na obejimi mani panetimi abo krono check oso tie me bare mbeton asam ama na asam no wan to ametimi aton ama by force.
Me pacho there be that.
Mean to me. And they say me one life. Somebody say, oh, you put your life for no. Now me say me interested. When they are done, it's gonna come out and we're gonna see it. So I'm not interested to go and back them with anything.
Mommy, what rhymes with ice cream?
Are you gonna get ice cream? Go.
No, what rhymes with it?
What rhymes with ice cream? Say rhymes.
Rhymes.
Go and ask your sister. Ice and ice cream.
Ice.
Yes.
It can only be wind or 6.
Yes.
Or pig.
Okay. Bye bye.
6.
Okay.
Ice cream 6.
Okay. Ice is 6. Yes. Bye.
No.
Go be so sister. Bye bye.
Mommy, but the phone don't.
Hey, check your sumo ameba. Meba, check your smell mesa.
Yeah, of Marital affairs. I was staying in Accusations. Daddy Lumba ended up impregnating the daughter of the man who hosted the Mr. Ahine. It is truly heartbreaking and interesting to note Mrs. Akosua Serwaa Fosu's first son, Kevin, is only 3 months older than the other sibling, Denise. Lumba, unfaithful habits, continue with another affairs in Germany with another lady, Georgina, having a son, Derek, for him.
Check out Meba post for Honcho.
A blow to
When
Mrs. Akosua.
check it was post there. When she stated that Lumba had another affair with Georgina, where was Akosua Serwaa staying at? Wasn't she living with her husband then? Akosua Serwaa that time no one in the Mr. Shendela Nete. So why are you claiming a wife to a man that you're already married to somebody else? Why are you claiming him as your husband? I think so. One of these days we do have to call the press conference and then let them understand the difference between brofo and brofo. First of all, common sense and stupidity. I think so. One of these days we have to do this. One of these days we really have to call the press conference and really explain the narratives of her stupidity to them. You claim that you were married to the man in 1991, yet in 1991 you were legally married to a white man. He was a single man. When we look at that Lumba's children, Denise Denise bears Daddy Lumba's full name. What the Fosu? Kevin is not Fosu. He's Shindler. So who is the malicious, you can say, a chain cheater here? Is it not Akosua Serwaa? Because how can a woman who's legally married on document to a white man later on or didn't back Kelvin go claiming property from him that made him die as young as 3 years right after? Who got a property here with back Kevin Daki 3 years for the papa because he felt that pain of Daki baby sisi onu broni ewa abrochwe onu timi krom no what me den trouble sisi no. Who now are no? Who Fred Beman no 25 years of age? Why single no? Who fresh Beman cheat? And to who now are we ever for us? I can't.
Who na ne be Martina who di akwala chi no we dey.
Who you miss sis, wo dia wo sheka wo yakosensan wo court ah wo ye Mrs. Ena bema won wo boni hwe makora wa ba abrochi obeji nani wo wani ase kapri wo tu awari ase woni nso ono ngo kaya behwa no kosi ho waso akora kitikiti esi ho ena wo ye den ena wo ti awari ase ena wo system me mane kofobia mami eni brenya wo den mami utrimi ya oda ne kwase asem would enti wo ba pa na kaye Lumba ka betu no for sen. Stay away from the married woman. And anya sana ka anya futu aka be man no. Mami udi na chi ba Ghana no. Na mbetena Mr. Hima fie wo Kingsby hono na chi wota hono. Mami na oya oba warefuo. Na Lumba a single man. Enti wonni Charles no. Wanya. Ena na ye kan se pacho moderator wa ha check na delete your mom chire we no why. Na kwase afodi ama.
Ameta ko asemeba.
Wo ware na wo fi abrochu aba no. Na wo ne be makura kitikiti 25 se eni bire na ye no. Lumba bai no hwe ye Lumba ho ye ne fe. Enna na damfo George na ye o Ghana ye ne na ya chiachie. Wono no okopedio Lumba mfa ma no. Enti wodi eni bire ne ya hwe no mu abel defa loho say wana ko chichi akora ne tena ho. Jaya akora no be bobre bia obi oye kwase mpani dia wo ye de na ogusu di na japade achiriti now. Obema tabe mo friend say wo ya winga wodi nkwara nketenkete bema mo so wo kana man mo so wo ya ponche maka ni nyina ebiasi afedi won say bema ne ewe japade bia ba bepere ho ma bi utrimo osum na jajimiye no onya akora ata ebi ni say oba Ghana nkwara ye benya oton pictures ya mo de threaten you ebi ni say nkwara nketenkete enya oton pictures mo de threaten you wa wo sia ware ase a wo cheat ni single man no single man odi no ho so a wono won ware ye won share wo ka wa na di no wo di bi because I have wo be ka chane say we den we cheat na ma me wo ya kinkon we cheat nim wo dia wo ya mahogany anka say wo cheat nim in fact wo ya nim tree wo cheat nim na ede nsamfo no Lumba ma me no kra no won pe wasem Mami no wo hu dachi hu wani ase the way a shit inside kabrika mami hu say obeye be fu ampa won twene ba ne fru me bwana Lumba mami ampa wasem da wan pe wasem da because of that greed in you enam husunu wo ban ti papa ebewu wo plan ye che ne nuoma nyina de me bankrofo mami ye kokot poni ebe use PNDC lower the properties that have been given legally to everyone who's already managing it will not be subject for dispute in the estate laws. May catch no point blank. May catch from what you say. Moko court and sase bojo be the gugu grassi be ade kokoto because I no pen obi din naso. And no pen one fan chobi. Dia kan nyina nneoma deda so te se de oba ya afa de obeclemu wo si omuntu e dining free asase no so na wo asase na radio ni si sukra Lumba otoye kwa na ma me na wo he you claim some mami wa bro Akosua say wa bro mo buy mutimi de German book by family book by and so mutimi amfa German bank statement amba wo bepem nda Akosua say one fa mai and so the German book by what the fake marital documentation e buy but one for bank statement e just all my dad Lumba kobo teku sempoa kwama enti nyoma na wo evidence ni de otumi de bai de woni ho evidence na moti anom na e na atom ne nkwase asem na Akosua say wa bre o Akosua no was your blocks e wo Lumba nsa ase no so maame no wo yire blocks ni cement omusi dan na maame ne na ehwa blocks ne de fruit wa bre what kind of lifestyle is this? Why can't some of you just use your apply the common sense? A person who's suffered, who knows everybody on this app, who is able to bring her fake documentation, her household registry book to Ghana, could definitely go to the bank and tell the bank to give her documentation that indicates she supported that Lumba with 1 krona, 1,000 euros, 20,000 euros, 100,000 euros. Samudi no krebe bua mo ankasa. Mami udi no kra Ebeboa wankasa. Na ya na enya me wanwa because say e man na abre kese wa abrabom no omo no mo show nsem we mu no mo ka. But a lot of us women ye bre ni fi yankasa ye hu. Show akura kitkiti a wa ba abrochire wo maami nso wagum wafu ate ato twa so ono na aso pese okofa no na wo ka se be ko yie obi onu 25 wo shedda lumba sa ata ni nanim ne feche se be ma we de na wo hye wo so wa wawi obi bi ate ato bibi so na wo kofa akura we maami na wo ka se be ko yie ana because between that lumba age and no buy 46 and no so ahibia o Obey wa 47 this year. That number could be 61. Yet if you why are you this heartless and wicked? When you're wicked to do. When you're wicked to do. Anything you go so no, daki for ye be bresa anwo ye ani bre pesamin kuminya. Anya on one de there so kokopre. There be me no be fa me first ntini ma me ton no ma me. Mujaya wari ya munkomanim. 1 week whilst you were coming no na bema di wachi eba 1 week. Who back was signing ye can sign paper will look back fear say Kim no obituary book ni say Kim enwu dan pe na wadan fie nanim say nkami adokuna ye tu na free yi be ya wa drive to go kai no wa bo yodium kwapribi now the speed I when ni ase atoto se funu a wa pie foforo a wa bepe bibi edi akoso kwa akwapre mo fiti kai se maame ya bre nye nne pacho maame ne bre no what the evidence bi abase wa bre. What the evidence to be about? So what brand now? What the bank statement to be about? Chiramo, yemwe wa broche de him say bank statement ya ni de bibia. Oko baby I say keep your record. So you should have a record of exactly how much you had invested into that Lumba. Yeah, should just sign that book after muko fiona. Omu asasine kakraka and they said die 17 rooms. Said the kids were not telling her exactly what their dad had. They never told her. They never told her. The bani bekaye. I see your papa tiasen. One by you say only your papa. You never complained about it.
Let me cut in shortly. Me yeah, they make what to us.
Sister coming.
Driving for suka chere me say. Driving for suka chere me say. Akosua Serwaa Lumba 50,000 euros. Omba no omeka se meboa, oka se meboa. Mebo ne voice. Ondi na yentime mo. Oka chere me say Akosua Serwaa Lumba 50,000 euros. Enti ye den no mkodu abonten a esesa
ya 100,000.
Good. I and driving for so also know say me when recording. O den me ameboa chere mu nyina. O see Akosua Serwaa Lumba bosia 50,000 euro. Emma need the beer pure water. Only to go and find out that pure water no kwenye Lumba nkwadia. And it was a lie. I have that recording. And say I think I says can call 100,000 euro. Now 50 out make us one kasa no. Now one boss amount no. Never be bomb in common. I am giving him the respect of my kind of 30 times when they will deny that. And that will be denied, no matter meaning in common. I'm a mountain some I must.
Yes.
I'm saying it again. Me say, driving for Suka Chere, me say. Hello, my love, the voice of the NPP. How are you? Driving for Suka Chere, me say. Oh, me got a calendar. Oh, they go. Suka Chere, me say. Akosua Serwaa Lumba bosia 50,000. And then 100,000. Okay, tell me about bosia man be a pure water.
And Afia, so about court in pa, a subject to evidence. Well, back court to put with that kind of allegation, no. So the man who part, she still has to show from which records has had
It's
50,000
not
to buy.
true. It's not true. If it is, how did it move from 50,000 to 100,000?
Hey, yes. That time, not driving for snow dinner. She says, I mean, why it's on us watching.
What
Bad,
do
eh?
you on training? Who would you actually?
Obedient churchman and you go. Now that Lumba na no only why more drawn on why more time. Into no bomb more or more drawn in Sudin, and my young in answer yet say, or send us don. Bob Wardrobe Brony Bush are flinging out to Atway, and Samantia Akosua say, where Bush in the day room. Hey, my brave bro. Also, so I can say, Mayra Akosua Serwaa, my one want to be near me a dreader, but one to say Lumba Casa Mayra says, see, I'm a warren one tiano. More double standard is what will get you all killed in life. Your